Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm in a very wet Hertfordshire. Now I'm going to a pub that has got, actually before I go to the pub, loads of pubs claim two things. One, they're the oldest pub in the whole of England, and two, Dick Turpin stayed there or drank in there. Now this pub here, Ye Olde Fighting Cocks, up to 2000 was actually known as the oldest pub in England. Now loads of pubs claim that they are, but the Guinness Book of Records had it in there, but then they took it out in 2000 because they're not too sure. Now, the Old Fighting Cocks, it used to be a place where monks used to keep their pigeons and what have you up until I think it was 979 or something along them lines, and it evolved and evolved over the years and got turned into a pub. Now I'm here for a Christmas dinner. Ho ho ho! As always, let's give it a go. Okay, so we're coming inside. It's quite strange. It's a hexagonal pub, so it's quite a weird shaped pub. But inside here, lovely beams, beautiful open fireplace, really traditional. Nice pub in here. Onto the menu. I've got the Fighting Cocks menu here in front of me. It's got a nice section of starters, main events, and desserts. However, it's a cracker. So I'm going to have the Christmas dinner here. 2 courses, £24.95. If you wanted 3 courses, it's £29.95. I'm going to have the traditional turkey and I'm going to have Christmas pudding afterwards. As always, looking forward to this one. Oh, got myself half of the Old Man. Oh, and the sea. Very nice. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, while I'm waiting for my Christmas dinner, I've just had a little wander around. It's got a brilliant beer garden out the back. It's also dog friendly as well, so if you want to bring your dog in, it's dog friendly and they're more than welcome. And there's a sign there as well saying Oliver Cromwell stayed here, and in the bar area, this is where they housed his horse. It's quite strange really, because I thought I was going to see a sign saying Dick Turpin was here, because he's been everywhere else, hasn't he? But he hasn't been here. Okay, I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, so my meal's arrived. The eagle-eyed amongst you will realise I've changed locations. This one's a little bit more spacious. So, let me take a close-up on that. I've got some turkey there. A couple of nice slices of turkey. Parsnips. Some roast potatoes. My Brussels. Pigs in blanket. A little bit of stuffing there as well. And that looks like mashed swede. Oh, and a carrot. So yeah, quite a nice selection. 2 carrots. Already came with the gravy on top there, and I've got some cranberry sauce as well. Okay, let's tuck in, see what it tastes like. First things first, it's got a really nice smell to it. You can see the steam coming off as well, so again, nice and warm. There's the turkey. It's turkey crown. Turkey's cooked perfectly. Very moist, It's a nice flavour to it as well. It's a nice piece of turkey. Now, onto the roast potatoes. My only little bit disappointment there is there are 3 very small roast potatoes. Let's try it. I'm a little bit worried because I thought they looked a little bit anemic, but no, they're very, very tasty. Nice roast potatoes. Just wish there's a few more of them, that's all. Now, parsnips. See the parsnips? A little bit overdone on the outside, but parsnips are my favourite. Nice roast parsnips. They are just a little tad overdone. Onto the carrots. These guys are definitely being roasted in the oven, without a shadow of a doubt. The dreaded Brussels sprouts. But I do like Brussels sprouts. Real nice crunch to that. I do like the Swede as well. Okay, just have a little combo with the cranberry sauce and some stuffing here. Let's see what it all tastes like. I think you've got to have cranberry sauce with roast turkey, without a doubt. It's a combination that goes together excellent. Without a doubt, the star of the show is this turkey. Absolutely excellent. And the gravy itself, that's very, very nice gravy. Could do a little bit more, I think. But again, as a meal, all very tasty. Just wish there was a few more roasties on there. But apart from that, I'm actually really enjoying it. Okay, I'm going to tuck in and I'll see you guys shortly. Just look at the Swede there. I do like Swede. It's nicely mashed and has got a nice flavour to it. Well seasoned as well. Only criticism I've got here, these roast potatoes, they could do with a little bit more roasting. You can see they're not very crisp on the outside. Again, they're not the worst roast potatoes I've ever had. They're nice roast potatoes. Again, you take a look at my pigs in blanket. Strangely enough, I think that could do with a little bit more more cooking. Okay, ask for a bit more gravy, no problem at all. It'd be interesting to see if they charge me for the extra gravy. I was charged in another particular place when I had a roast dinner. Hopefully they won't. Nice consistency to that gravy. Real nice flavour to it. Now, one of the things that's missing, and I'm being a bit controversial here, but on my Christmas Day dinner, I love my Yorkshire pudding. Homemade ones, nice big and fluffy ones. Do you think that should be included on the Christmas dinner or not? I think it should. Okay, so my Christmas pudding's arrived. Presentation-wise, that does look very, very nice. A couple of mint leaves there, cranberries on top of the Christmas pudding. Nice bit of custard there as well. First impressions, it's not the biggest piece of Christmas pudding I've ever seen. Now, let's see what it tastes like. As you can see inside there, you've got your nuts, you've got your raisins. Yeah, let's see what it tastes like. Can't wait. I do like Christmas pudding. I am savouring that. That is excellent Christmas pudding. It's nice and hot. Custard goes with it absolutely superbly. Flavours of it. You can taste all the raisins in there, the nuts. Goes together really well. That's a really nice Christmas pudding. Okay, so I finished my Christmas dinner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the bar, pay my bill. I'm going to do the review outside. However, it does look a little bit wet out there. I'll see you outside in a minute. Well, as you can see, it hasn't stopped raining. Onto the pub itself. Strange design, sort of octagonal, as I said, inside. But what a beautiful feeling there. Real traditional pub. Just going to describe it. It's got the oak beams, it's lots of oak all the way around, and it's nicely laid out. But it's a real Christmassy kind of pub. It's the kind of pub you want to come to at Christmas. And I imagine being in there on Christmas Day, having a nice pint there. Yeah, real nice pub. Staff as well, really attentive. Almost forgot. Got to put the Christmas hat on. Now, I've got to say, when I'm sitting in there, I've got loads of people staring at me saying, what is he doing with the Christmas hat on? Hey, it's Christmas, almost. On to the meal itself. I've learnt something actually, before I go through everything on that plate. Christmas Day, I load my plate up, I have it all, I'm there, and I stuff myself, and I'm like, ooh, at the end of it. And then when it comes to having the sort of desserts and some cheese and what have you, I'm kind of like, I've got to wait for a while because I'm just so stuffed. Now, that Christmas dinner there, it wasn't the biggest portion. If you look at the roast potatoes, there's only 3 roast potatoes, a couple of carrots, a couple of parsnips. You had the Swede mash on the side. The turkey, the stuffing. It wasn't, as a plate of food, it wasn't a huge portion. However, I am completely full up. So I've kind of learnt something, not to overload my plate. The turkey itself, that was the star of the show. Was lovely turkey. You cut into it, you could see it was nicely cooked. It kind of melted in your mouth. It was a nice bit of turkey there, full of flavour. It wasn't dry in any shape or form. The stuffing had a nice taste. Wasn't enough stuffing in truth. The pigs in blanket as well. That was only a small little pig in blanket, and I think that could have been done a bit more. The parsnips were a little bit overdone, and so was the carrots, but they've been roasted. You can see that. Roast potatoes, could have done with more of them, and a little bit crispier as well. I did like the Swede mash. That was good. Now the gravy. That was full of flavour. I did like the gravy, had a really good consistency to it. And what was really good, okay, I actually asked for another gravy boat there, no charge for it. Yep, no problem at all, went and got it. A minute later, it was there. Smell of the whole meal was truly outstanding. Just a couple of the elements there, slightly overcooked, slightly undercooked, and if you like, I could have done with a couple of more roasties, as I said, but easily the star there was the turkey. Okay, onto the bill. Simple. 2-course Christmas dinner, £24.95. What's interesting there as well, no service charge, and as I said, there wasn't an extra charge for the gravy either. I think that's quite good. Now, what marks I'm going to give it? Ambience, the setting, the pub itself, that's a simple 10. And before I say anything, if you're ever in the area, you've got to get down here to the Ye Olde Fighting Cocks, even if it's just for a drink, because it's got such a brilliant feel to it. It's got loads of history behind it as well. For the meal itself, what am I going to give that? I'll tell you what I haven't said, the Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding. That was a small Christmas pudding, but it was full of flavour. Everything was in there. You had the currants, you had the nuts. It was a nice Christmas pudding. Just wasn't really big enough. I would have preferred a little bit more of a portion, but presentation-wise, it looked nice. The custard itself, had lovely consistency to it, complemented the Christmas pudding perfectly. That was very nice. Could have been a little bit more. So what mark am I going to give it? I'm going to give it 7.5, 8, 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Now, as I said before, if you are ever in the area, you have got to come and give this pub a try. I've got a smile on my face, so I'm definitely going to come back. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am going to come back here. Yeah, and I'll probably come back here for a meal as well. Now, I'd love to hear your comments and what you thought. And I'd love to know about the Yorkshire puddings as well. Have you got to have Yorkshire puddings on your Christmas dinner? Now, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, I always appreciate that. I've now got to go and brave the elements. Until next time, bye-bye. And I'll tell you what else, I'm going to keep my Christmas hat on as well. Ho, ho, ho.